Hey y'all, my name is Chelsea. Thanks in advance for joining me. It is a little bit late into the month. I definitely meant to have this up on the 1st, but you know, life. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. I don't really have that many I guess makeup products. I would say they're about half and half. I think I have about 10 here. So I'll do the the body stuff first, and then I'll get into the beauty. The body stuff is kind of random, but they really have been my favorite. So I was like, why not mention them? The first is the Nivea essentially enriched body lotion. This is the big girl. I saw this in a video that Desi Perkins posted, and I don't know why, but I always thought that Nivea was like a cheap brand or like cheap lotion. I don't know why, because this is a little bit more on the expensive side, but this is good stuff. This is good stuff. If you want something that's going to last you all day and you're not going to have to reapply, I would go for this. It leaves a good sheen without you looking greasy or sticky. It definitely leaves you well moisturized. Other lotions that I've used in the past, unless it's like a body butter, I would always combine it with like some type of body oil, but with this I don't have to do that. So yeah, good stuff. Next is the Dove dry spray. It comes in several different like scents. This is the Beauty Finish. There's another one that I really like, and I can't think of like the scent, or I think it's just the clear one, but I get this one from Sam's. It comes like 3 in a box, and it's like the per unit price is cheaper. So that's why I go with this one, because they don't have any other scent. But I like this because it goes on really light. I don't have to worry about it getting on my clothes, and it dries really quickly. So yeah, I've been liking this. And usually I don't like spray deodorants, but yeah, I like this one. Next is Victoria's Secret Temptation Fragrance Mist. Y'all, what's going on with my voice? This stuff, oh, it smells so good. It just has a very like, I don't know, like a very grown woman, sexy type smell. And I like for my fragrances to have just a little bit of musk to it, and this just has a pinch. It's yeah, that's the only way I know how to describe it. It just has a very sexy grown woman smell. But I like this not just because it smells good, but it lasts throughout the day. It's one of those that it gets sweeter and sweeter the longer that you wear it. So yeah, I like this a lot. Then this is my mommy to be belly butter. A friend of mine that lives in Florida, she sells this, and if I can get her information, I'll put it down below. But basically it helps to keep your stomach moisturized and should prevent against stretch marks, which I kind of think that stretch marks is more of a genetic thing, but it's really important to keep your belly moisturized when you're pregnant, because it tends to itch as your stomach stretches. But yeah, I haven't gotten a stretch mark yet, so I'm going to keep right on using this every day like I have been. It smells like, there's a lot of butters in here, like shea butter, cocoa butter maybe. Yeah, those are the strongest smells that I smell in here, but I'll try to get with her and see what all she puts in here, and if I can get it, I'll put it down in the description box. So yeah, good stuff. I've got one skincare product, and then we'll get into the makeup stuff. This is Cosrx. I really don't know how to pronounce it. Cosrx. This is the Aloe Soothing Sunscreen with SPF 50. This is my first tube, but I already have a second tube for backup in the bathroom for when I run out. This stuff is probably, I'm not going to say the best sunscreen that I've ever used, but definitely top 2. It's very creamy. It doesn't leave you greasy looking. It doesn't give any type of weird white or purple film. I like this a lot. One, because it has the SPF 50 in it, and then I burn very easily. So if I were to just be in the sun for too long and I needed something that's kind of cooling, the aloe in here helps a ton. So yeah, I really like this a lot. I get this from Amazon. And this brand, let me come in so you guys can see. This brand is a really good brand in general. I've tried a couple of their face washes, some pimple patches, and I'm trying to think of what other products. I think 2 other products that I've tried of theirs, but yeah, I'm a big fan of this brand in general. Jumping into my makeup stuff, I have quite a few highlighters. The first is the Artist Couture Jackie Aina Diamond Glow Powder. This is in La Peach. This stuff right here, my word. I don't have it on today. I have on another favorite highlighter of mine today, but it's just so good. I love the packaging. It has a very interesting, and it would work if I actually used it. It has a very nice like twisting cap on it. So it keeps you from wasting product, and it keeps it from going everywhere inside of the lid. It just keeps it from being so messy. So that's it there on my middle finger. And I'm just going to swatch it right here, which you can't really tell it because I didn't use that much. But yeah, it has a very, very, very nice sheen to it. It's one of those highlighters that no matter, I feel like, of course, don't exaggerate it, but I feel like no matter how much you put, it's so buildable that it's gonna look amazing either way. You can use this with a dry brush, but if you use it with a brush and spray a little bit of like Fix Plus or the primer water on it, it's just gonna make it amazing times 10. If you don't already have this, I would highly recommend it. I started to get the LeBron's, but I felt like that might be a little bit too dark for me, so I went with the La Peach. I was kind of nervous that it was going to be too light, but this is perfection right here. Next is Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife. Do I even need to swatch this? Because I feel like everyone already knows what this is, but this amazing gold highlighter. I love this. One, because of the packaging, it has a mirror in it. 2, I can literally use this for anything. I can use it for highlight on my cheeks. I can use it for eyeshadow. I can use it for an inner corner tear duct. I could probably use this on my lips if I wanted to. Like a topper on top of some type of like nude or maybe like a golden or brown lipstick. I haven't tried it yet, but I feel like I could. But yeah, this is just so universal. I always take this with me when I travel because if I need something that's going to be multi-purpose, a highlighter, you know, an eyeshadow, inner corner, I always go for this. The next is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade, this is in the shade Chocolate, but the one that I have been obsessed with is Expresso. Somehow I always end up losing my tops. But on one side it's got the spoolie, on the other side it's got the twist up pencil. And let me zoom in. Super tiny. I had tried the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz and I'm not a fan of it. The packaging is very similar, the style of it is very similar. I feel like these are probably made in the same warehouse because I feel like I read somewhere that it has like the same address on it. Like this is made in South Korea, and I feel like I read somewhere that the Brow Wiz was made in South Korea as well. But yeah, I love this. I always keep these on hand. They have a pretty good shade range, but like I said, I use the shade Expresso. Then next is the Bite Agave Lip Balm. This stuff is so good. I thought that I was getting something else. I thought I was getting this, a scrub, and the lip mask. But it ended up being this, and I was going to return it. I wasn't even going to give it a shot because it wasn't what I thought I was getting. But as soon as I tried it, I was like, nope, I'm going to keep this. It keeps your lips good and moisturized, and if you apply this once a day, that's it. You don't have to apply, you know, multiple applications throughout the day. It's just very thick, and it gives a good shine to it. So if you wanted to wear this like as a gloss, you definitely could. And it has a good smell. It smells like, it has like a shea butter scent to it. But yeah, I like this a lot. The next is going to be a combination of highlighters. It's going to be these 2 MAC highlighters. This one is the Shaft of Gold Extra Dimension Skin Finish, and this one is Beaming Blush Extra Dimension Skin Finish. This was limited edition. I can't remember if they made it permanent or not, but these two together are the bomb. I will take a fan brush, spray it with a little bit of, what is it? The Smashbox Primer Water, and then go in with this one first and this one on top. That's what I have on my cheeks today. And it's very buildable, so I can make it very subtle or I can make it very dramatic. But this one is a little bit deeper, if you can't tell, and this one is just a little bit lighter, more reflective. But these two together, they are perfect. I've been loving these two. Most of the time, if I'm not wearing La Peach, I will be wearing these two together. And last but not least, y'all don't be talking about my palette now. We've been through a lot. It's the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. I remember when this first came out, there was so much like criticism about the palette because of, you know, it being a Morphe palette and whether or not it was like private labeled and blah blah blah. I don't care about any of that, okay? As long as the palette works great for me, I could care less about where it's made, as long as it's not like animal cruelty or something crazy like that. But yes, this is my go-to palette because it has so many neutrals. It has a fair mix of matte shades and shimmery shades. It has, you know, a bunch of neutrals, a lot of reds and browns, and then it has a couple of, you know, fun colors over here. I love this palette. I travel a lot for work, and whenever I travel, this is what I take with me because, like I said, if I want to do something fun, it does have those colorful shades in it, but you know, I'm mostly wearing everyday makeup when I am wearing makeup. So yeah, this is definitely my go-to palette. So yeah, that's all I have for this month. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you did. If you have any other favorites that you had this month, please make sure that you leave them down below. I'm always looking for new products to try out, and I would love to see what you guys have been enjoying this month. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.